he worked at the bookkeepers in Ironwood for a while, and then he went down into Wisconsin, was gonna go back to school, and I don't know how he got from Wisconsin to Tennessee, but he's been there now for probably 10 years.
Yeah.
But I'm lucky the one that stayed has the children and the grandchildren.
That's where I was going to ask.
Right.
Where's your great grandbaby is?
Okay, she's in Wakefield.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and like I said, I've got the 3 grandchildren. Jesse was the first kid in town that graduated from Wakefield.
Okay.
Because we lost our school the year before. And all the other 2 are going to Watersmeet to school.
To Watersmeet.
Oh, so they're high school age, your grandchildren now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, legally, the youngest one just turned 13. He's in 7th grade. So,
You think they'll be staying in the area?
I don't know.
Are there opportunities, do you think, for them?
It depends on what happens. I know. I would think the boys would probably maybe stay more than my granddaughter. She wants to go to China, and she wants to be an architect, and she wants to be a rock star. There's about 6 things she'd like to be. And I think she probably would be. I think if my son in Memphis had come on down, I think she would. She went with us on a vacation a few years back, and she likes to kind of travel and stuff.
Well, he'd like to get one of them down there to work. See, he's got his own business in Memphis, and he don't get away.
And Robin works. My daughter-in-law, she works in Presque Isle at the pub. She cooks.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been over there
Oh.
2 years.
Yeah, she's been
See, I didn't know.
about 3 now, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I know that. I did not realize that was your.
Yeah,
that's her daughter-in-law.
So. Very good. And do you have a sister?
I have 2 sisters.
Yeah,
I have Carol lives by Little Girls Point, and she's married to Dave Harmon.
Dave Harmon, who used to be our UPS man.
Right, everybody knows Dave.
Yep,
And then I have a
Dave.
sister that lives in by Ishpeming. And then I have the 2 brothers, one that's in Presque Isle and one that's by Sun Prairie.
Right, that's right. Mike's your brother.
But we don't see each other very often. Though I was up at my sister's a month or so ago, and we're talking about making another trip up there next week maybe.
So how did your dad happen to bring your family here? Did he?
Well, he was always in the grocery business, and he got sick. And at the time, I thought it was a heart attack, and later we found out it was just stress. And the doctor said, take a month off work, go on vacation. And we'd really never been on vacation so much. And the first year, he went to the Hayward area, and I didn't go to either one of those, because by that time I was 15, 16, and I was working, and I was old enough to stay home. And the first year they went to Hayward, and then they kind of liked the area, and then the second year he's deciding he wants to get out of the city. And they were looking at different opportunities, but he worked in the grocery stores all his life in the grocery business. And there was something about listings of stores for sale or something, and there was one in Presque Isle, and that's what brought him there.
That's how you got here.
Yeah, and then he worked harder than he'd ever worked for somebody else. But it was his own.
Yeah.
The pressure wasn't there as much.
He didn't have to work that hard, but boy, he did.
He did.
That was just how he did things.
Yeah.
Nothing could be out of place.
Right.
Well, but I mean, the place it needed help when he got there. And
Oh yeah, he
he
built
was
the
just
business
always,
up.
and then when they sold that, he was retired for a year or so and couldn't stand it, so he came over here, and when Pee Wee had his little store, he butchered for him for, I think, 7 years.
Yeah, I bet you guys miss the store over there now.
Yes, we do.
Very
No,
much.
It's amazing what Marge has. I mean, she always,
Yes,
you
she
can
does.
usually find something, even if it's just a small bit of it.
Yeah.
But it is. But you
Well,
just
that's-
miss the fresh meat. And,
Yeah, well,
and
that's the same here too.
Yeah,
I mean, he
right.
tries to get what you want and stuff, but
Right.
it's, and it's hard for them too, because the bigger stores, the competition, they can get it. I remember my dad always saying that they could sell it on sale at the big stores for less than he could, or
Buy
for,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that he
that he
could
could
have
buy
to
it,
pay
yeah.
more when he bought it from his supplier, and it was hard.
I remember your dad telling a story at his 50, your dad and mom, when they had their 50th anniversary, wedding anniversary, and they had a little thing up at Skyview. And your mother, she was studying to be a teacher at Normal when they met.
Yeah, in fact, I think she taught a year.
Did she? She never taught around here though.
No,
I take it.
no, this was even before.
Yeah, and
I came
she
along.
was going to school in Normal, Illinois, and to the where they trained the teachers, but the teachers couldn't be married, but they had gotten secretly married. And she told me she had to wear a wedding ring around a chain on her neck.
See, now she never told me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I didn't know until after she died, and my brother's wife was really into history and stuff, and when they would come home for visits, they'd stay, maybe 4 or 5 days, and she and Mom would visit while Gary and Dad were out fishing and stuff, and I got a lot of information that but I guess I never took the time to wonder. I mean, I was growing up, and then I was a teenager, and then I was gone, and I know under the bed I have this picture of her, this little, I think she was about 4 years old, this pretty little red-headed girl.
Really?
And it looks like she's just, the wind's like blowing her hair.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
I'm going to get it out and I'm going to put it out.
That's wonderful.
I had
Great
never
memory.
seen it,
Really?
But,
Tell a little bit about your mom and dad in Presque Isle. I mean, I know Peggy knows and other people know, but I don't. What was your dad active then in the community?
he was very active in the Lions Club. The Lions Club was his life. And all the aspects of that. He used to have that sign in the back of his car.
Zero.
I don't know what it was, but this long word.
Yeah, it starts with an X.
Yeah,
starts with an X. I think it's called xerothymia or something, and it's for a disease of the eyes.
Yeah, and they were always
The Lions
working
Club
for that.
was very
and stuff.
Oh, yeah, because they're real active in vision things, right?
And I'm sure he got up as high as he could.
In the organization.
And I remember the week before he died, it was his birthday, and these high officials from the Lions Club came, and it just made
A real honor for him.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
He was like a 5-star general.
and
What kind of activities do you remember that he organized? I mean, like what sort of fundraisers and
see,
things?
I wasn't.
You weren't
around
here
that
then.
much.
You weren't
No,
here then.
I was.
Yeah.
I was there for a year, and then we got married, and then we were gone for a while, and then we came
So
back.
other people would know the answer to that better, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember him every time the town would have its country fair.
Yeah.
He was
the
wonderful.
horn or whatever
He would have
called
made a
it.
good auctioneer.
Right.
You know? He was
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah, he liked that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He would do anything that he could for
Yeah.
me.
Sounds wonderful.
I know when they first came to town, there was a little, what was this? They had a little problem with Fred Walters.
Town chairman Fred Walters.
Right,
yeah. Right.
But I guess he was this new young upstart.
As I've never met Fred Walters, but I understand he.
But
didn't
then
take kindly to
after
too much.
his wife Kate,
Yes.
and my mother were really good friends.
Oh yes.
And Mike went to school with
He
the
didn't
kids
like
and
us
stuff.
kids at all. And I worked for Fred, and that was one of the best guys I ever worked for.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. we
Did he
got
just
along
not like
fun.
kids around, you think? Didn't like...
I don't know. He just didn't. I don't know. We used to go out there for birthday parties, Carl and them, and have birthday parties. And,
Yeah, you're probably pretty close in age to Carl, aren't you?
I'm
Or
about 3 years older.
Uh-huh.
Lorelei, see, I'm Lorelai's age.
Okay.
She's probably probably 4 years older than Carl. There's Lorelei, and then Anna Marie was the older one. But yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah, he brought the town along quite a
Yeah, he
ways
did.
too.
Yeah, he did. He was. In fact, I'd come up here when I worked on construction, and he'd say, "What are you doing up here?" And I'd say, "Ready Mix is on strike. Come on out." And I'd go right to work.
He put you...
Couple, 2-3 days, and I was gone again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Be great.
So he was good to us, you know.
Great.
Yeah, we have Carl on tape too.
Yeah.
Telling his
He's
story.
a good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much so.
Can you think of any, are there things that we've totally missed? Things that, either memories you have or events that you have or locations or?
Do you have with, like,
You know,
May
who
being
you
the
should,
postmaster and things?
Tell us about that.
Well,
The
he
what?
knows more about that. I just remember her being the
May
postmaster.
being the postmaster,
Oh, May,
and
yes.
And Zip was the sheriff or
Yeah.
cop.
Constable.
yeah.
Constable, yeah.
And then when the telephone came to town, and who had the telephone exchange in their house there? That would have been when we were just talking about that Lucille.
Lucille.
Lucille?
Well,
Or-
yeah, Lucille. But no, it wasn't. It was May Zipro.
Yeah.
May Zipro had that.
Yep.
Had the little telephone.
So it was
exchange
one
in
of
their
those things
house.
where you
See,
had
the
to plug
post
in
office
the.
Yeah.
was
think
there
so,
at
yeah.
the bed and breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
right.
was where
That
the
was
post office.
See,
when I
that
came
was
even.
that was her house, and this
When it
side
was
of it
built on.
was the mailboxes were in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
there's-
right by her house.
There's
Right
like
in
a
her
little,
house.
little
Yeah.
porch or not.
Yeah.
The
It
blue
was a little
house.
porch. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was our mail.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
blue
that
house
was
right
even
next
in-
to the
yeah, when we
outpost.
lived there,
Okay.
it was, yeah.
And she did that a lot of years then. That
Oh,
was.
she'd been in there many years.
Well, and when she, I can't remember, she
Lucille.
died or retired, then Lucille took it over.
But then that moved down where the old bakery was.
Yeah.
For a while.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. When I came to town, it
Yeah.
was where the bakery.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a bakery anymore. It turned
house.
into housing
Yeah.
now.
What was nice
Joe
about it
Parallel
is you
has
could go get the mail and go get a pail of water at the same time.
Probably did.
Do all your errands at once,
Yeah,
huh?
you could do them all, and of course, then you had, years ago, you had the old Red Owl up on the hill,
Uh-huh.
where the bank is now.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there a barber shop or two in town?
Not when I was growing up. Oh, yeah, there was. It was let's see. Just this side of where Penny Hartman lived, that little house that sits up on the hill, looks like a little shack there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
With all the windows in it.
Right.
In fact, McDonald's lived there for a while. But that was Olson's, and they had a Sunday school in there called the Burning Bush.
Oh,
Us little
I've heard
kids
about
used
this.
to go to Sunday school there.
I heard about
And
this.
then he had them old wired chairs in there. You'd go get a haircut.
oh, the same place you went to Sunday
Yeah.
school?
Tony used to get in the bottle though once in a while. Now we'd just get an awful haircut out of it.
Was this the Sunday school teacher that got in the bottle?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you had to have a little relief from all that religion.
And then when he died, his son came and lived with Martha. That was his wife, and
What's his name?
the son was named Medford.
Medford,
And
yeah.
he used to cut the hair then, but he didn't get. He'd give it a little better haircut.
You got a little more
I
reliable.
remember going to school and the kids say, "Oh, you got an awful haircut today," or they were trying to doctor it up.
What was their last name then?
Olson.
Oh, that the Olson.
They
yeah.
were they weren't no related to,
To the
Mary or
yeah,
nothing.
to Mary
but,
Kilger and all that.
oh yeah, that.
Were there other churches in town too?
Oh yeah, the Lutheran Church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went there after, and then just the Catholic.
Has that Catholic parish always been there? Or at least as long
That
as
was
you remember?
That was
When we
built
lived
when we
there
were
was-
kids.
Okay,
That was a little brick church that was
Yeah.
taken down now.
okay.
'Cause I can remember when Dick Spaeth, I don't know if you remember.
I know
him.
Dick Spaeth.
You
Yeah,
don't remember him?
him? Sure.
He dug that trench by hand going through there, and that
Yeah.
ditch caved in on him, and us kids
Oh.
Yeah.
heard him down in that ditch and got a bunch of guys to dig him out of there because
Ooh.
they never used machines back then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.